So that's quarterback outside zone. They're playing tight. Play that again if you would, Coach. Or what Georgia would call mint, right? The double 4-eye, goofy stuff. Well, they just don't have a C-gap defender. So use the tailback to pin the mic and just run around them. You saw that one earlier in another clip. Go ahead and go to the next one, Coach.
Is your O-line all studs?
What's that?
Is your O-line all studs?
All 5 of these kids were not starters 2 years ago.
Really?
Yep. All 5 brand new starters this year. Led the state in rushing.
There's not a lot of penetration there at all.
No, we were told that we weren't going to win any games this year because our O-line wasn't very good. We found a way to put that up on the board a couple times.
Yeah, no kidding.
Play that one again if you would, Coach. This team, big air raid school. I got to tell you a story real quick. Pause it right there. You guys will love this one. So we are in first place, and we are number 1 in the state when this game takes off, okay? They are in second in a 2-way tie for second. They need to beat us, but they need to beat us by 13 points. If they don't beat us and win by 13, we have the tiebreaker and we win the league. So they call us and tell our AD, hey, I just wanted to let you know that if we beat you Friday night and we score at the end of the game, it's not personal. We're just trying to make sure we get the tiebreaker on you. And my AD comes down to tell me this, and he goes, I assume you know what to do with that. I said, yeah, I got it. So we put 13 on everybody's packet, and we said, you are so shitty that they not only assume they're going to beat you, they're going to beat you by more than 13. So they get the lead, and they're up 13. We get the ball, and we go tempo and go racing down the field. Boom, 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 boom. Throwing the ball, throwing the ball, throwing the ball. Throw a touchdown. 3 minutes to play. Kick the PAT. Now we're down 6. We're good. We're going to win the league. We're going to let this go. They come out. They throw the ball. It's like 1:20 to play. It's incomplete. I said to my DC, I said, they're trying to go back and get their 13-point lead. They want the tiebreaker back. So we go cover 0 and send everybody on the next play. Hit the quarterback, fumbles the ball. We've got no timeouts, 58 seconds to go. We call 2 plays. We run out of bounds. There's 13 seconds left. We call quarterback boot, and the Mike backer and the quarterback mano-a-mano at the 3-yard line. Quarterback runs his ass over and dives over the stripe, and we kick the PAT and beat them 42-41, won the league. So that's what being a little bit greedy gets you, right? And then in the newspaper, everybody's like, oh, you guys got lucky. I said, well, you know, it is what it is. But my kids scored 14 unanswered points in 68 seconds. So if you want to call that luck, I guess that's luck. But I call that finishing the fight. Yes? Yeah. Finish the fight. High school football, man, you just don't know. You just don't know. So these guys, this is a really good clip. Play it up just to the point where we get started. Right there. So their jam, this is like week 7, 8, right? They've seen clips of us. Their plan was to take away power. Their head coach and DC, good friends of mine, so I knew that, and I talked to them after the game. They did not think we could run pin and pull. They told me that after the game. They said, we just assumed you could not run pin and pull with the quarterback. Okay, play it. Watch how many guys we get around the horn here.
You got a guard downfield, got the fullback.
Oh, they're all wing back, tight end, guard, just everybody around there. That was an ad. We had not run quarterback pin and pull before this year. That was a big ad this offseason. When you see outside zone gas, we're running outside zone, but we're pulling a guard. So we figured out tendency-wise where they're at, and we're just pulling an extra guy. That's his junior year. Go ahead, go to the next one. That's just the end zone clip of the same one. This is just power off tackle. Look how many guys were getting through the hole. Just maul them. Just maul them. This is unbalanced, so this is the tight end out here as a split end. You see him cutting back into the A-gap. We told them, That's one big thing we got from North Dakota State too. You have to run it A gap to A gap. You cannot cut it to the B. When we stopped cutting it to the B, it became a dynamic play for us. Run it like inside zone, A gap to A gap. Don't bounce it. Power is not made to bounce. When you see arc, that means the tight end's going to the D gap. Wrap means we'll bring that extra wing back around to lead block.
Coach, have I seen RPO tagged onto this quarterback run game? Like you said before you did about 90%, but I don't see a lot there.
Yeah, I had my OC filter it mainly for plays that don't have an RPO on it, since this thing was quarterback run based. So I tried to make sure that the throws aren't in there.
Were you doing RPOs? Are you calling like those Kansas State call and climb pop pass kind of stuff? That's where you send the tight ends down the field.
Pops, flats, bubbles if we can get to it, arrow routes from tight ends.
You're more horizontal than vertical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because almost everybody's going to cap our tight ends with their safeties.
Okay. I was thinking of that Tim Tebow jump pass.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff out of that, right?
You see mostly cover 4 stuff now?
Most everybody starts us in some sort of 2-shell. Yeah. We don't get a lot of 1 high. We'll get a lot of man. People play a lot of man on us. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they'll go straight 0 on us. It doesn't present like 0 because people in Idaho don't like that. They like to make it look like quarters and then play it as off man.
Coach, how do you teach your down block and tackle? Like you're talking North Dakota State, you get that real horizontal. You want to clean the hash kind of thing, or
Yeah.
are you more of like a vertical level team guy?
No, I'm gonna steal your napkin, Coach. Okay, so this is, like, if you go to North Dakota State ever, you're going to get a dadgum PhD in power, man. They take this stuff serious. So if we were going to teach A-gap power, and that's what we run, we don't really run C-gap power, and you gave us an even front, okay, this is how we teach it. We would tell the backside tackle to step and pick. Okay, so he's going to account for that C-gap player. Center is going to block back the contact. This is what we call a horizontal hit and run double team. So I'm going to step into the gap. So if I'm that left guard, I'm going to punch that toe, boom, in there quickly, and then big step with my right hand. I'm going to post him with my right hand and right foot into his crotch. Then this guy bulldozes him. Means he steps left foot and then he crosses over and he folds the hip, right? Your hip muscle can't, it's not antagonistic. You can't push back. So if I'm the 3 technique, when the guard posts me up, I take him on and the tackle folds the hip. And we are going to transfer him back there. Now, we know he's their dude. We're not going to actually move him back there, but it doesn't matter. If we can just move him that far, this kid's shuffle pulling, and as soon as he finds daylight, he's inside out on that backer. Same foot, same shoulder. Kick out the C, and now we are downhill A-gap to A-gap. We are not allowed to go there. We are not allowed to go there. We talk about staying on the railroad tracks. And most of the game's played on the hash. So once you get the ball in space, get back to the hash. That's where the end zone is. And that is 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 35 yards. And that's what it is, okay? It's the idea of taking power from being this sexy, I get 8, 9 yards, well, but then there's plays where I get -2, 0, 1. Okay, we don't want that. We want it to be sustained death by 1,000 razors. Bang, bang, bang. It's just 3, 4, 5, and you have to be okay with that. But sooner or later, that ball's going to slice because the backer on this side, he's going to try to run that hump. He's going to get greedy, and he's going to say, okay, I can be a hero here, and I can go stop this play. Well, if that double team keeps fighting, he's going to get himself on top of it, and the ball's going to slice back, and it's gone. There's nobody. I mean, the safety's going to have to tackle your running back. And we tell our running back, if you get tackled by a safety, we've made a poor selection at running back. Okay, so you need to go.